Hello everyone, my name is Sonia Mahurzan and I have been assigned the fintech provider Stripe for this discussion as I belong to Group A. So first of all, what is Stripe? Stripe is a leading fintech company that provides infrastructure for online payments and financial services. Originally, it started as a college project by brothers Patrick and John. Stripe has rapidly grown to become one of the most valuable startups in the world, recently valued nearly 100 billion as per Gray Economics 2021. I did some research online and it showed the valuation drop in between. However, its valuation has increased to $91.5 billion, up from $65 billion from its secondary sale in February 2024, reflecting a strong performance. However, it is still lower than its all-time high valuation of 95 billion in 2021. Stripe's core product is a payment gateway that enables online business platforms and marketplaces to accept payments over the internet. In addition to processing credit card transactions, Stripe offers a suite of financial tools for billing, fraud prevention, and global expansion. Their services include Stripe payments, so it is APIs to accept online payments securely. Stripe Connect is a platform for managing payments for marketplaces. Stripe Atlas is a tool for starting a business from anywhere. Stripe Issuing is a API-driven virtual and physical card issuance. Stripe Terminal, it is a hardware and software for in-person payments. While we may not always see Stripe's name, it powers many platforms behind the scenes, from Shopify, Amazon, Lyft, and Instacart, making it a foundational player in digital commerce. In the payment ecosystem, Stripe functions primarily as a payment gateway and sometimes also as an acquirer, meaning working with an acquiring bank. In the payment flow diagram, like the one we studied in class that I put in the left bottom corner, Stripe sits between the merchant and the payment gateway, helping merchants connect to the payment rails, example Visa, MasterCard, securely and efficiently. When a user makes an online purchase, step 2 in the diagram, Stripe processes that request, that is step 3 in the diagram, and passes the transaction to the appropriate acquirer, bank, and payment network, step 4, eventually reaching the issuer bank for authorization, step 10. Once approved, the funds flow back through Stripe to the merchant, reversing the earlier steps. Stripe abstracts the complexity of working with multiple payment partners, making it easier for developers and businesses to accept payments globally with just a few lines of code. This aligns closely with the modern platform as a service model and emphasizes API first architecture, which is a growing trend in fintech innovation. In summary, Stripe's business model centers around enabling digital commerce by providing secure, scalable, and developer-friendly access to the global payment infrastructure, solidifying its place as a vital payment gateway in the digital payment ecosystem. The key trend from 2024 are consumers are making more payments per month, about 46 payments a month, on average up to 7 payments from the year before. The share of payments with credit and debit card continues rising, with credit card especially growing. In 2023, more than 60% of the payment were made using these two instruments, with credit card 32%, debit card 30%. The cash share has declined somewhat, though stable in terms of count of cash payment per month. It is no longer the most used instrument for small value payments. I reviewed the 2024 findings from the Federal Reserve Diary of Consumer Payment Choice, and I picked figure 2 because Stripe is a payment gateway and its business depends heavily on electronic payments, especially card-based payments and online rather than cash. The trend of increasing use of credit and debit cards and declining use of cash aligns strongly with the Stripe's core revenue levers. Connection to Stripe's business model would be more electronic card payments, more payments per consumer per month, decline in cash usage, especially in small payments. Another connected trend is growing preferences for digital wallets and faster payments, which is mentioned in related findings. While the DIE 2024 highlights credit plus debit rise and less cash, the report and its companion faster payment survey note increased adoption of digital wallets and faster payment option. Stripe supports many of these, so is well positioned to ride that wave. The potential opportunities would be as more purchases happen online via apps or by digital wallets, Stripe can expand its integrations, more seamless checkout experiences, push further into one-click models, etc. With cash becoming less dominant even in small value transactions, merchant will invest more in POS devices, hence Stripe Terminal can grow. The other opportunity would be fraud prevention and subscription tools. As transaction volume increases, these services become more valuable. However, there are risks and challenges too. As electronic payments dominate, the competition intensifies. Other gateways, bank, fintechs, and other payment service providers will also want their share. Stripe must keep their pricing, reliability, and security high. There is also a regulatory risk. More regulations around payment, consumer protection, privacy, cross-border payments could, could raise cost. The other risk is if fees or complexity are high, some smaller merchants may look for cheaper or simpler alternatives. So this would be the end to my presentation today. And at the end, I would like to say this was a fun project, and I must say Stripe is a very interesting fintech company. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.